University. Associate Professor Ravindran Odayapan, Deputy Dean, Student Affairs, Massey University. Professors, heads of departments, lecturers and staff of the university, students and parents. A very good afternoon to all of you. I'm very happy that I have been given this opportunity to speak to you on the White Coat and the White Coat ceremony. Now, doctors have always worn the white coat. They have done it for the past more than 100 years. And in the media, doctors have always depicted wearing a white coat with a stethoscope about him. How did this come about, and what is its importance? The white coat has many significance, and I will try my best to enlighten you on that. Now, in the early part of the 19th century, science had damaged the reputation and respectability of the medical profession. They demonstrated that the treatments administered to patients were almost worthless, thus downgrading medicine to chance and practice by charlatans. Now, in that state, doctors then looked at scientists, took the scientists, because they realized that the scientists were respected and the doctors were looked down upon. Then they noticed scientists in their lab coats, in their laboratories, with the inventions, and they thought they must be able to provide some sort of breakthrough advances that will help in the treatment and care of the sick. That is, of course, correct. Hence, in wanting to regain respectability and acceptance by society, they adopted the white coat in the later part of the 19th century. And they adopted the white coat and made that their standard of dress. Originally, the white coat was not white in color, it was beige. But when adopted by the medical profession, they chose and preferred white, and that became their color. Now, the change was appropriate, because earlier on in history, the history of medicine, caretakers in the hospitals, the priests in the hospitals, they donned black coats. Black was very severe in tone, and inevitably and silently conveyed a sense of mourning of an impending death. That, of course, was true, because for many people, for many of those unfortunate sick brought to the hospital in critical conditions. But with advances in medicine in the 20th century, hospitals were no longer regarded as the house of dying, but as institutions of hope. Therefore, the white coat symbolizes to the physicians that change, that hope, that medicine will again regain its reputation. White, of course, was chosen for good reasons. White denotes purity, purity of the mind and of the heart, and is a constant reminder of the doctor's commitment to always do harm and never do bad. White, representing goodness, conveys a sense of cleanliness, and in a manner of speaking, the purging of an infection. Also, white represents seriousness of the doctor and conveys the doctor's good and honorable intention. It also serves as a symbolic barrier that maintains a professional distance between the doctor and the patient. But perhaps and most importantly, the white coat symbolizes compassion. Compassion to one and compassion to all. Hence, this white coat ceremony is to impress upon us some of the significances of white, which we should, as members of the medical profession, always keep close with us in the safe repository of our hearts. Now, the white coat simply originated in the University of Chicago School of Medicine in 1989. And the first full-fledged ceremony was performed in Columbia University, the College of Physicians and Surgeons. Since then, many schools outside US, in Canada, in England, in Europe, in Asia, they have adopted this white coat ceremony. Because in many ways it marks the conversion of a lay person into a member of the medical profession. Now, Massey University, Faculty of Medicine, this is its fifth ceremony. The white coat as an important image representing the medical profession must not be carelessly tossed away, even in this modern era, because it is a tradition well keeping. Wearing a white coat does not mean that the doctor is severe, cold, and insensitive. In the white coat, he is still warm, kind, friendly, considerate. And not to forget, it is a constant reminder of the medical profession and a constant reminder of the professional duties as prescribed by Hippocrates, to practice their art and to live their life in uprightness and with honor. Typically, the white coat ceremony is meant and conducted for the incoming joining students in each academic year. It is common to invite their friends, their families, to witness the formal cloaking or robing of the joining students, as well as the taking of a pledge of honor or reciting the Hippocratic Oath. This ceremony is kept very simple, simply because we do not want the significance of this ceremony to be lost with all the irrelevance. And formally, this cloaking of the white coat is performed by the Dean of the Medical Faculty as well as the Deputy Dean. Now, a special few words to our students. I urge you, I beseech you, to put your shoulders to the wheel and to plow on for the next 5 years, so that when you graduate, you will recall the simple ceremony etched on your memory, and to remind you of the significance of white. And let that day remain as a source of joy, of pride, to you, to your family, and to Massey, to which you this day belong. Finally, youth is a wonderful period. It is a time for you to dream dreams of greatness, to dream dreams of achievements, to dream dreams of excellence, so that you will always stand up in the eyes of the public as a member of a very noble and honorable profession. In this, remember the words spoken by Martin Luther King. in August 1983. "I have a dream," he said. Words that reverberated throughout the length and breadth of America, firing up the imagination of so many of his followers. And after trials and tribulations, they achieved monumental gains that is part of history today. I have a dream. You must have a dream. Dare to dream. Dare to dream. And with these few words, I end this White Coat Ceremony talk. And I take this opportunity to wish you success, happiness, and joy. Thank you.